All right, so I forgotten to get invited back into the lobby. That's okay. We don't need to see all the draft phase. Um, as soon as we get in the game, and we'll hop into spectate, and we'll see kind of what the comps are. In the meantime, however, going off of everything that we were talking about last game, actually, Alec Battery bringing up, bringing up a really good point. I'm just gonna actually read everything what you just said. That UF really understood their comp. Really having to make picks with the Thresh Zac, with the I guess even with Coma TPing in on the Darius ProPhase with those Twisted Fate ultimates, Destiny Fate as we call across the map, making those picks, creating 4v5s. With especially with Fat Booty and ProPhase, on the Tristana TF, really great at blowing up, a single target on these picks or anything. It just creates a lot of chaos. Reestablishing Alec actually talked about reestablishing a vision line to stop you from doing that. However, it's really hard to actually do that. One, when you're the team that's behind, although they had plenty of opportunities when they were ahead in the middle of that game, and then also also when you just have a Twisted Fate that can do that. I mean, sure, you can see him ult, but he can go anywhere. And at that point, if that's what you're going to have to respect, you have to stay out of flash hook range of the Thresh instead of just the hook range or something. And so at that point, it just becomes a little bit more careful of a game to play. I personally don't think that they stacked very well. Having the bot inhib down was really big, and just the fact that the Varus couldn't clear it was pretty much all that was. Just the fate was decided at that point for that game. In the meantime, however, let me see if I can't pull this up rather quickly. Get this over to here and switch this to screen view. Make sure y'all check out the UF Gator Gaming World Club YouTube page. There's everything that you guys kind of want. I don't have the proper view set up. Got some nice games here from Gatorland edited together. UCF announcement video. I thought it was pretty cool. You guys might not have to think so. And then, of course, have a couple games from the quarterfinals of the NACG tournament. We do not have games from this past Monday due to just availability issues. I wasn't able to make it, but it's okay. We have the games for today. Able to make it. I could show off the video. I'm not going to though, because that's for UCF land. Y'all can look at that if you want. Please subscribe, by the way, if you haven't already. I am actually the main video editor. I am the guy that uploads all this. Does upload all the videos. Also, if you go to University of Florida, please keep in mind I am currently making an end of the year montage. So please check the UF Discord. I will have a link to Google Forms page, which I will bring up here. Or I mean, if you're watching this, do it too. I mean, it can be anybody. Just please do it. Pull this up here and change again this view to screen. Looks kind of like this. Anybody can do this, especially if you're watching right now. Hit me up, IGN, highest rank, U10 UF. Put in all the clips, or not clips, all the links to your clips. Plays.tv, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, any of that. Submit it my way. I'll see it. I'm gonna make nice little montage out of everything that's sent my way. The more that I have, though, the better it'll be. Can't guarantee that everybody will get a spot in it and get something, but I can, at the very least, guarantee that the video will just be even more awesome if we have more people. Salamander Man. Okay, I know who's who. UF squad is actually on the blue side. The NACG squad on the other side. I don't know what the bands are, unfortunately. Lolersa playing the Xerath support. Very pokey bottom lane. I'm assuming Twisted Fate got banned because the Victor's pulled out here for ProPhase. And Coma on the Poppy top. Never seen him play Poppy top, at least in competitive League of Legends. It is the first time that I have seen it myself, but you know, I expect it'll be pretty fine. Negates a lot of the Kha'Zix jumps, which I think is really what his role is going to be. It's just playing a lot of peel, negate the Kha'Zix jumps, maybe the Leona Zenith Blades, things like that. Eju actually going towards the side of the NACG squad. Just, UF not really electing, I guess, to ban that. Went with the Jhin, still a safe lane at that point. Instead of playing a very, very pokey lane, Jhin, Xerath into the Leona support. So it just becomes a poke off at that point. Kha'Zix, does he get in? Maybe. If Leona hits the Zenith Blade, then they should win that anyways. But, you know, especially if Leona hits the Zenith Blade, gets in, Kha'Zix have no trouble getting in. Salamander Man again on the Zac. I guess, you know, they just don't really care so much about the Zac unless they just said, okay, we'll ban segmentation. They don't pick it up. Of course, that is Salamander Man's main champ. Picks it up again. He's going to do exactly what he did last game, I'm fairly sure. And what I mean by that is just exactly what he did in these team fights, just disrupting them, because a lot is, again, Jace made a full AD comp. It's going to play the same way that it's played last game. The only difference is that you have a Kha'Zix jungle versus a Jax jungle this time around. Less CC, sure you have more burst potential, but it's going to play the exact same way, just with less CC. And at that point, you know, the big thing that's changed in this game is the TF to the Victor pick. A little bit less globals, less ability to pick, but that Victor, for the most part, is going to have a bit of ability to stay safe. You know, and Jhin and Victor should be able to play so that they both don't get hit by the Leona. And at that point, you know, I guess it's just guessing where does the Kha'Zix go to. A little bit less CC, although you saw the gravity field. Who gets traded off, if anybody at all, summoners being up or anything like that. If I have to guess what's going to happen early in this game, I can expect Salamander Man and Barranco Coma are going to have a lot of pressure here on this top side against the Maokai. Poppy's going to do a lot of damage early, being a physical damage dealer for the most part. This bot lane is going to be fun to watch. The Xerath lane going to be very, very pokey. I feel like, you know, an NACG squad can really look towards that bottom portion of the map. In the meantime, I gotta do a little bit of housekeeping on some of these titles. Property, NACG, oh shit. I just cursed on stream, yay me. That's okay, nothing will come of it.
I'm not chasing.
One. Remember, this is a best of 3. UF is 1 win away, actually, from claiming the 3rd place prize. And we're gonna get straight into this one. Actually, I can't rearrange this. Just get an LCS order, please. You have every champ, I assume. Like, y'all are diamond. Come on, man. Listen, one of you guys got permaban, which case naughty, toxic. Learn from Jensen. I don't know. Yeah, so we loaded this one. Not a whole lot of other stuff. Calma's AFK in base. See if that anything got a little bit of a European death bush coming out. It's not gonna see this, or actually Fat Booty is gonna spot this one coming. Ooh, first missed skill shot of the game for the Israel. Unlucky. That sets the tone for the rest of the game. That missed Q. Mystic shot, things is called. I don't know. Too many things have shots. Any Buster shot. It's supposed to turn. I don't know. But ProPhase starting out that Q, gets first poke of the game. GG, it's all over, y'all. It's been decided. Right there. Looks like NA Lab is going to start on his blue buff. This time Salamander Man not starting on the not starting on the Raptors, they're starting blue buff. Actually pings out his entire route. Blue buff, 2 Raptors to red to bot or scuttle or anything like that, and that's what he's going for. He knows that there's going to be a big focus on bot side of the map. He can really, you know, that's actually something I didn't really talk about. Is, you know, is the bot UF's ability actually to get kills on bot lane. This is a kill lane. Jhin Xerath the Xerath support. Now that's a lot of damage. Zach can get in there, be level 3 after that clear. Gets Z in there, maybe doesn't have to hit it, but able to find a way to kind of get around and land his Q. Provide just a little bit of CC, I think, you know, everything will kind of go the way that they want it to. But that is, again, assuming that he can get in there. You know, he's going to start with an early push for UF, trying to get this one in and get bounced back out. Salamander Man is already on his Raptors. Oh no, that's really kind of playing. Looks like we're not going to quite get it. They definitely want the level 2. It's going to be off this next creep. Lolersa stepping up for it. Nice poke, actually. The Poppy's actually going to get out-traded here in the early going. But early on, it looks like this poke lane not causing NACG squad too much trouble at the moment. Seem to be farming fine, actually better than Fat Booty is on this gen. And actually, it's going to be Cusss having to burn through his potion. Clemency has already awarded him a mana pot and a sight ward. Zach looking already positioned down there. Coma taking a little bit of a beating from this Maokai. Going to get traded up upon. He's going to be able to grab that buckler. No, he doesn't. Actually, drop Maokai really low. Imagine if he got that, if he'd be able to get it. Drop really low there, but actually going to be Leona going in. Like, nice! Little stun there, gets the flash of Leona, heal out of Cusss. Sorry, Leona, sorry, Buxton Kitchen. Like me, good old fashioned Buxton Kitchen. You need 2 sums and that's it. See, you know, that bot lane focus is certainly going to be the way to go this game. Lots of wards actually available for this spot. And actually, Barranco Coma, see if he can't stay alive. Does manage to pick up the bucklers, barely does stay alive. But it is actually going to be NA Lab looking for this one. He's looking, if that buckler comes up, maybe Coma can get it, can turn this one really quick. Coma actually looking, he's going to wave clear just fine, and NA Lab will be forced to back off this top side. I'm actually still waiting around. Ooh. Oh, he's actually going to go over the wall. Coma does actually see this right now. He's going to be in trouble. This is going to get some of all those takes down. xMaoNan. This is going to be first blood going to turn. Actually need to be Fat Booty dropping really low too. Heal comes out. What's his name? Cusss. That's Cusss. Buxton Kitchen getting really low. Fat Booty's going to trade onto Cusss. Let's see actually if lolersa can trade this back onto Buxton Kitchen. Nice stun is going to land. Gets some of the mana back, and there's Salamander Man down bot already. Going to stun up. Oh, that's just rude. No. Lolersa, that's just rude. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Coma about his emote spamming up in the top lane. We're gonna talk to Lolersa about. I mean, it's not that an emote, but his laugh spamming on him. Early on, two kills to 2. Actually, bot lane going slightly in the favor of UF. But that kill, you know, on the top side, Coma stepping up, not knowing that NA Lab was there, not many wards pushing up while he is low. Sure, you know Maokai's backing off. Sure, you know he's low, but you're also low too. You got to be wary. That Kha'Zix hadn't shown. Gets the early kill. See, actually, Kha'Zix cannot kind of get going at this. Coma unable to dodge out. The sapling is going to lose that trade to xMaoNan. Actually got a cloth armor boots off the last back. Taking just a little bit less damage from this Poppy Qs this time from that stupid hammer. No, actually, I haven't gotten all the time to talk about that mid lane. Actually, ProPhase is going to miss out on the stun against this Jace. Best singer. Playing a lot of Jace. Is he a Jace main? I don't know. I'll tell you what, ProPhase is the second best mid lane champion. 100% this Victor. Actually, Fat Booty stepped just a bit too far. Just gets autoed by Buxton Kitchen. That spacing not really there. Take bad trade for it. And actually, it's going to be NA Lab on the bottom side. Going to jump onto Fat Booty. He gets taken down. Lolersa's going to go down to the poke lane. Just stepping a bit too close. Looks like it's going to be the Maokai ult come down. It's called the branches. Come out, not going to be able to kill Coma. The cooldown is burnt. Coma has his still available. And right now, Salamander Man looking towards that top side. If he can't hit 6 somewhat soon and get up there. Meanwhile, NA Lab still sitting on the boss side of the map, trying to get a little bit of dragon vision. First dragon of the game is Mountain, yet again. Coma takes a nice turret shot. Nice turret shot. You know, both top laners just playing this game ridiculously low, trading quite heavily with each other. It's actually the Maokai has been winning out these trades. TP will be burnt from xMaoNan to get back there. Coma, his is currently down, has the way shoved in. It's gonna be a nice little bit of golden experience though, going towards xMaoNan. Salamander Man playing towards this mid lane. Right now, NA Lab kind of match him on the bottom part of the jungle. Actually go towards his blue buff. That is going to be Salamander Man jumping on top. Misses the Q and the auto. Oh, two best. That's not the way you want to go. Might have potential to drop him low, burn his flash or something, but doesn't quite get it. It's going to be 6 out of NA Lab. I wonder what he evolves here. Didn't get to see it. I'm going to assume if the ultimate little bubbles don't change color, it's going to be his Q. Taster Fear, yep, Taster Fear has been evolved. Lots more damage coming out of this Kha'Zix actually, and now looks like with a Bambi Cinder, just out of nowhere, ProPhase is able to really take a lot of trades with xMaoNan. So early game's kind of over, so we transition to mid game. Salamander Man looking towards the spot side, still trying to get anything. And what are both teams trying to do? Well, this Kha'Zix is snowballing. Maybe not out of control, but he's gotten ahead. He's got his share of gold, and that's actually Salamander Man trying to go in. He's gonna get a nice stun here onto BUXTON Kitchen. BUXTON Kitchen gonna try to trade it back. Nice ult by Salamander Man to try to pull him towards his team, but not too close. Nice root. She come out of Fat Booty, opens up, not gonna get anything. Some more cooldowns burnt, a good try. You can see Salamander Man really trying to heavily focus this bomb side of the map, just not quite going their way. Good lane, still relatively even. ProPhase is gonna drop his entire load. Beyond the Best Singer. Best Singer is gonna go back onto him, forces the flash out. Salamander Man is there, just misses the Q. Nice juke coming out of Best Singer. That's gonna be the engage actually onto lolersa. It overstays a little bit, drops really low. Nice flash heal coming out of Paputi to save his support. Gets the flash out of Cusss. Zero's opening up. He's gotta hit it. He doesn't hit any. Well, I mean, he hits him, but not onto the low health Ezreal. And no? A lot of action, no kills. Lotus 4-2, nothing real recently. Okay, so what's happening? Do you have Rift Herald available, Mountain Drake available? Is there a trade of any kind of sorts? Actually going to be Coma getting jumped up on here by Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix just dodges out of the Poppy Hammer. The branches are going to entangle Coma. They're actually going to get a way out here. From NA Lab, we're going to force his flash to secure the kill, but he is going to get it nonetheless. NA Lab almost let him get away with his positioning there. That's a 3-0 Kha'Zix, and he is out of control. Going really far ahead. Not a lot of vision here up on the top side. Coma not able to stay safe. No wards available for him. And you know, okay, at this point, you know, we're talking about what can either team do now. And at this point, the NACG side just looking for NA Lab just to snowball on this Kha'Zix up to a point where at this point, if Salamander Man keeps focusing bottom, it's not going to mean anything. This poke lane just stepping way too far forward. As a poke lane, like, you completely outrange these guys, especially Leona. Stepping just a bit too close and just losing trades, or even losing trades, however you want to say it. And by the time this Kha'Zix goes down, there's going to be instant delete onto one of these squishies. There's no healing coming out of Xerath, it's just damage, it's just poke, it's just a kill lane. There's Salamander Man, he's trying to focus bottom side, maybe now looking up top, see if he can't get anything different going up there. But meanwhile, you know, NA Lab, like I said, looking towards the bottom side of that. Salamander Man looking towards top. And this Maokai actually pings for it. Is going to jump in. Nice dodge. Yeah, here it's Salamander Man knocking down, stun him up. You know, walking pretty far back. So he'll keep pulling him back. And xMaoNan, you just walked too far back, my friend. You stay under turret, you're fine. He's going to get dropped by Barranco Coma. You see this poke lane coming through, but this is going to be a 4-man collapse. NA Lab waiting for Best Singer to come through. Nice shock blast is going to drop lolersa really low. Misses the stun. Nobody's going to be jumped up on and gets taken down. lolersa gets out, but at the cost of his flash, TP burnt by Coma. It's be a 4-minute cooldown. See, they can't push in top. It's about half health for them, but bot lane. Well, we actually got a little bit of a race going here. 1/3 is going to be a TP coming through for the Maokai. It's actually not going to be close. This one is going to go for the NACG squad. First turret again to them. Maokai ult, or TP does come through to stop the turret take as of right now. I mean, 1 turret to none, and again, NACG squad is getting ahead early on in this game. That Jace is really low, no mana, and ProPhase just backs off, afraid of that Kha'Zix being there with his ult. And at this point, UF just seems a little bit disjointed in how they want to play this game. Zach not quite able to get in on some of these ganks in this bot lane. Not staying safe is really being a core issue for this team. They have to find a way to play a little bit safer. You know, playing this long-range poke lane, you have to be able to stay away from a Leona. It doesn't make sense. A fat booty on this chain. As lolersa tries to actually snipe out of the air, doesn't get it. ProPhase is going to get taken down by Cusss. That arcane barrage. And at this point, it is just the NACG squad just being really proactive, and the branch is coming through for the Maokai, and lolersa stunned up, taken down. NA Lab 4-0 on this Kha'Zix, snowballing even further out of control. At this point, he's just gonna kill anybody. And you know, at this point, I don't even think UF knows what they want to do anymore. They don't seem to have a game plan, just kind of running around the map and just doing things. You know, both buffs are available. It's going to be the first dragon picked up. Going towards the NACG squad, it's going to be a Mountain Drake. They started up. UF's trying to see if they can't, you know, defend it in any sort of way. It's actually going to be xMaoNan going on to Barranco Coma. Nothing will come of it as of right now, maybe. Coma again with chemo. It's solo shot trying to tilt his teammates. They're going to miss out on the ultimate. That's going to be Zach hopping in on top. That's going to be the Kha'Zix on top of lolersa. Not going to be able to kill him. Actually, this Maokai, though, really tanky. He's still not going down. A nice ultimate coming out of BUXTON Kitchen. That booty taken down by the Jace. ProPhase is going to trade one back as of right now. That's going to be a shutdown onto NA Lab. And somehow UF wins this one 2-1. Maybe not quite done yet. And a nice play actually coming out of UF. He got the stun out of Zach. Poppy charged right into the wall with the Xerath E following suit. 3 stuns. That's a very well coordinated play. You know, and at this point, UF regain some control, winning a fight. Maybe they just shouldn't have. NA Lab going a little bit too far. Not able to blow up the Xerath right away, and he stays over there, ends up getting blown up himself. And now a little bit of gold going towards UF. Fat booty, though, struggling yet again. Another 90 CS at almost 16 minutes. Really struggling in these early games in the laning phase to get ahead. You know, it seems like as a team they seem in sync in a lot of these fights, but in the lane phase just hasn't been their way. But right now they see if they can't win another fight, still down by 2k gold. It's still going to be an NACG squad with the pedal to the metal, going to take down the mid turret and open up the map. You know, their mid lane turret is also very low, but it's still there as of right now. Dude, looks like the NACG squad are going to jump onto Fat Booty. He's going to actually flash late, burns his heal too. He's gonna be abandoned. Oh my god, he's still alive! How are you still alive? Nice 3-man ult by Salamander Man. Now, you know, the entire US squad's there. They're trying to hit these Xerath shots. He's gonna hit a couple of them. The ProPhase is gonna finally collapse on the side, looking for NA Lab. It's gonna go too far, get jumped up on by xMaoNan, taken down. Nice ultimate by Coma. Gets the Jace out of there, and now they're just scurrying away. ProPhase diving too far, tunnel visioning way too hard. Pulled a Latman just there. TDK Latman. Anybody remembers that name? Let me know. Latman's a meme I remember. That's me, the top lane. And now for UF, again, just overextending plays that they shouldn't. They think they got a good fight going for them, but then ProPhase just going too far forward. Straight into a Maokai, takes the Maokai CC to the face. There'll also be Rift Herald going towards the NACG squad. So we're talking about 2 neutral objectives from the early game. Mountain Drake and Rift Herald. Actually, it's not going to be the Rift Herald just yet. He's going to have to burn this. Mike doesn't get it. And Coma takes the Herald. And NACG find out a little bit more they can chew. And that's going to be a good bit of pressure. It can go back towards UF, you know, giving them a nice little outlet here to get some of these objectives back. It's a nice CC combo. Burns the exhaust, but that's a flash out of Best Singer. And just like that, now it's mid lane turret down. And they still have the Herald. It's on Coma and trying to get this top lane turret too. And it's the first turret of the game for the for the UF squad. I'm saying squad. Yep, Herald is burnt topside. Look like a 5-man collapse on the mid lane. Maokai from behind. Jace running up through the mid lane to try to catch up with the rest of the team. Hopefully UF can see this and back off. In fact, they're starting to read it. They see the Maokai. The branches are burnt. Fast booty get out. That's going to be a nice jump by Salamander Man to take the CC. That's going to be xMaoNan getting down. But that, you know, that booty's going to be jumped up on again if Salamander Man disengages the entire fight at the cost of his life. But that was a 5v4 in the mid lane, and it is nice shock blast from Best Singer takes out ProPhase. I was gonna say 1 for 2, that's a 1 for 3 in favor of the NACG squad. That's gonna be the mid lane inner turret, you know. ProPhase. Como is topside, uses the Herald, gets the turret, not there for his team. They lose the fight 4v5, burns his TP, so he's there. TP actually from xMaoNan just came up onto this beach mid, and that's gonna Coma maybe shouldn't have stepped up right there and still alive. Tanky Poppy. BUXTON Kitchen dives far back on the back line with the Zenith Blade. Nice ults coming out of the Xerath, and that's gonna be that booty with the final snipe onto Cusss. And now really low, running away. Let's see if we can get anything else. Liliana's pretty tanky too. It looks like he might just get out. Oh, nice skill shot lands onto Best Singer, and it's gonna take him down. Salamander Man weaving those skill shots through. Baron's available. It's a 5v3 right now. Yeah, UF's looking forward to this turret. Low health jungler. They're gonna be very careful about this. They're pinging the danger. The Kha'Zix is there for the potential steal, but they're still on it. Coma still hitting it. The ult out of ProPhase, zone the rest of the team away. Baron only at half health, so that's going to be the engage by BUXTON Kitchen, lands on it too. xMaoNan is going to take down lolersa, and that's going to be a double kill for xMaoNan to take that thing out Fat Booty. Cusss cuts down Salamander Man. 3 for 1 here with the NACG squad, and they're going to turn to the Baron this time. And not the best of calls. UF team tried to punish this time, but this time their 20-minute Baron didn't quite go their way. And that's going to be a 21-minute Baron instead for the NACG squad, punishing UF for their failed punish. And just like that, everything seems to turn again into the NACG squad's side. NACG squad's favor. 7K gold lead with a Baron. Actually, going to be Coma stopping this Maokai's back. He's going to get away still. Kind of wasting his time a little bit. It's okay, he's got that empowered recall and make up that time. No worries.
Oh, I got out.
So, I haven't gotten a whole... There's been a lot of action this game. I haven't gotten to really sit down and just look at everything here, but, you know, looking at everything. Got a blue Ezreal, got the Bork, Iceborne, and a completed Muramana at 22 minutes. Insanely strong. Versus Fat Booty on this gen, 4-6 with the Yumus. And that's about it. He's got Merc Dreads to kind of stop some of the CC from laying on top of him, but he still doesn't have his second item done. And you have 3 completed items for this Ezreal. You know, you have a Leona with this Locket. You know, insanely tanky already as a champion at pressing W, but, you know, have a Locket spreading across the team. And any burst potential that comes out of this Jhin, who's still, again, sitting at 1 item, not even at 2 items. And this Victor, who all has is a completed Hex Core. You know, that burst just is instantly nullified by the Locket. You know, you can say Coma's Poppy is really strong and really tanky, but well, these carries still just need more gold and more time. Salamander Man doing his best to get as much CC as he can. This is the team actually trying to get on top of Cusss, who's going to Arcane Shift out of there. Nice 3-man knock away by Coma allows ProPhase to pick up the kill onto BUXTON Kitchen. Can someone look up for me what a BUXTON Kitchen is and paste it for me in the chat? Like a full-on definition, just copy pasted in there. I don't think it's anything rude, but I just want to know what the inspiration for this name is. I love it. It's got a nice ring to it. Try saying it here. BUXTON Kitchen. So, you know, potential now. NACG really far ahead, right? Righteous Glory on the Maokai. Because taking out lolersa, again, stepping up too far into a super strong Ezreal. We talked about how his 3 items are done. And Coma getting taken out on the bottom side. Looks like everything going to fall apart here for UF. You're going to see Jhin finally getting that Infinity Edge. But his team's still down. Baron's still available. Nice hook lands for Salamander Man, but the branches do come out. And this is a 2v3 that's actually going to favor the NACG squad. ProPhase, he dropped insanely low, has to run away. Salamander Man doing his best to disengage the rest of this fight. Is going to get his passive popped and taken down himself. On the bottom side, got completely pushed in. A bottom inhib down. Look for the top turret and inhib here as well. And just like that, 25 minutes. 2 inhibs taken down clearly. That's going to be BUXTON Kitchen. Going in onto lolersa. Ignite ticking gets demolished by Jay's Shockwave and Ignite out of BUXTON Kitchen. First kill of the game for him. Yeah, supports deserve all the kills. That's how I feel. And at this point, you know, triple inhib just out of nowhere. This game turned. Like it was that failed Baron at 20 minutes by UF. It just turned 5 minutes, you know, looking like they're going to lose this game. Game 3, what the NACG squad trying to force, but to be xMaoNan getting taken down, overstepping. Missed Shock Blast. Coming out of Best Singer, has to burn his flash to get out. Nice by Cusss to dodge out the Poppy knockaway. I don't know what it's called. lolersa trying to see if he can't disrupt some of these backs. Cusss is still hanging around 8-2-6 on this Ezreal. Absolutely massive. And UF will live to see another day, another fight. The triple inhibs down. The NACG squad has some time to do whatever they feel like. It looks like UF squad can clear these waves actually pretty effectively. Poppy able to man an entire wave herself. ProPhase can take an entire wave for him. And then, of course, Jhin needs a little bit of help. but is able to do it himself as well. As only finance can't overstep right now. You know, any buffs that come up, they're going to go towards the NACG side, be able to collect those up. They're buying their last items, actually have bought their last items. I mean, it probably spread just a little bit more vision, and then push into the base with 3 waves at once, pushing in right now. You can see BUXTON Kitchen not leaving Cusss' side as of right now. And as long as Cusss doesn't overstep in these fights, you just have to think, you know, nothing could really go wrong. For the NACG squad, they could probably just easily clean up this game and move on to game 3. In fact, they're pushing right now into the base. You're just going to see they can't group up and make a miracle happen as Shock Blast lands onto ProPhase. Going to be Zenith onto Barranco Coma as he can't get in. Salamander Man not able to knock up either the backline carries. He's going to be instantly taken down. He's managed to get a little bit of disruption off, but it's going to be all in vain. 3 down for you, 4 down for you. Double kill for Cusss. Looking to poke Cusss off of this, but it is going to be a 4 for 0. 1, 2, 5 for 3. 5 for 3. 5 for 3. ProPhase already out of this game. And we're going to game 3. 28 minutes on this one.
Back out.
And we got ourselves an exciting conclusion coming up. Game 3 going to be around the corner. See if NACG can complete this reverse sweep, if you want to call it a reverse sweep. Or see if UF can't close this one out here in their second effort. You know, in that game, you just kind of have to think, you could talk about anything that happened in the early game as much as you want, but as soon as UF wins that fight, they make the 2 for 0. As long as they, if they don't go for that Baron, what comes of that game? Does anything different happen? I mean, honestly, they pile on there. They lose 2 for 1, but of course the smite's still there for the NACG squad with this Kha'Zix, who is still insanely far ahead. Might I add, even if he is 4-1 and had just gotten shut down, but that Baron called at 20 minutes yet again, this time throws the game versus game 1. They actually won off of it. And just like that, everything kind of turns. BUXTON Kitchen landing a nice bunch of engages and solar flares. And see if UF comes back and adjusts any of their game plan. Who managed to get back into the series and actually just close it out. We're going to game 3. None of the first 2 games matter at this point, except for what worked and what didn't, and what each team has seen so far. And we'll come back to you in just a little bit when both teams are ready.